Hello and welcome. This is episode 81 of the Horror Mafia podcast. I'm your host, Donnie Rings, and with me as always are my trusted associates, Big Bill,
Do what you want with Bert. He's black. No one's gonna give a fuck.
Terrible Tanya,
Baby, I ain't sure you don't got a cock.
and Baby Joey.
Fuck you! Give me a bottle of booze. Here's $1. Suck my dick. Here's your view. Suck your own dick, you schmuck.
That's right, folks. Tonight we are looking at one of the classics from our video age stores. We're going to be looking at Street Trash.
Boy, oh boy, things are gonna get filthy tonight.
Yeah.
I think tonight might be the night for that blue pancake.
That's blue waffle.
Blue waffle. Wow.
Yeah, I eat blue pancakes all the time.
Ooh.
That's when a blue waffle goes bad.
I think so.
Let's see what a blue pancake is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually-
It's when you put blueberries in it, you morons.
Oh.
A blue pancake is a serious case of blue waffle of the anus.
Oh, seriously?
I don't understand what that is because I don't know the blue waffle.
I
Well, that's
you
all right.
must-
One day you will.
you must be
Interesting. Interesting.
Wait,
We'll see.
did you tattoo your wedding ring on?
Oh, you like that?
Yeah. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a wedding band tattooed.
Huh.
Oh.
And I
Never
also
noticed
got this.
That I saw. That's ass. For the people at home who can't see, Joey's got a really cool photo or a tattoo from Hereditary.
Yeah.
Hyman. Hail Hyman.
Help, Hyman. Yes. I don't wear rings and I love my wife. So,
There you go.
2 at 1 shot, Why not?
Yep.
You can't get it caught on anything.
No, don't got to worry about losing it.
No.
She knows I'm the real deal.
I've never noticed that before. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
either. I always thought it was a ring.
No. So, yes, that's some new stuff that's been going on with the Horror Mafia. Got some tattoos. Fucking,
We're like strangers again.
I know. It's like, who are you people? Who are you?
No.
Also, want to announce me and Donnie's 2-year friends anniversary on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
Could
Happy
we
anniversary, bud.
happy friend
Happy friendiversary. What better month to have it, right?
What better day to have it?
June 6th.
6/6.
Oh, you kidding me? It's fucking Brooklyn Queens Day today, baby. Oh, Billy, Brooklyn Queens Day, kid.
Represent.
Yeah, the kids had off, took them to the beach. It was beautiful.
Block party.
No block party, just chilling,
Ah.
chilling out, doing my thing at the beach.
All right.
Yeah, staying away from the street trash, staying away from that viper.
Yeah.
Oh,
He comes to wipe the windows.
I was gonna say, speaking of reptilians and lizards, I fucking watched Godzilla 2014.
Oh, finally, with the guy from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Bryan
Malcolm
Cranston.
in the middle.
Yeah, Malcolm.
I saw that in the
The
theater.
third, oh yeah, the third Godzilla movie I've ever seen. Next
And
to
you've only
98
seen the shitty ones.
and the King
And
of
you've
the
only
Monsters.
seen
Yeah.
and you've only seen the shitty ones.
Yep. Actually, I kind of enjoyed the 2014. It kind of makes me want to see Kong Skull Island, and then
Oh, that one's good. That's
Monsters.
legit.
yeah.
Kong is awesome. It's my second favorite Kong movie ever.
Yeah, it's
That
really
was
good.
good. I was surprised.
Yeah, so I want to see what's up with the Monster Verse. Check it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
The name.
I gotta revisit that one because I need to know how it ties in because I didn't see it knowing that it was part of the MonsterVerse. So I gotta see it and revisit it, revisit that universe or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But when I first saw it, it was awesome. When I first saw it, it was awesome. Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's when I gotta revisit to see how it just ties into the timeline.
Yep.
I remember when it came out, people were talking about how there was a lot of just interactions with the humans and not much monster mayhem. And
Oh, well, they are dead wrong.
I was like,
Wait,
kind of.
Are you talking about Godzilla 2014? Because that's the truth. Yeah.
No,
I didn't think there was enough monsters. I didn't think there was enough Godzilla.
Yeah,
in
we
it.
need more Godzilla
Yeah.
in the
I
light.
thought it was
I
great.
thought we were still on Kong. I thought we were still talking about Kong. Oh no.
No,
I
Kong.
thought that I was not expecting this weird ass, I don't know, insect creature. What were they calling it? Chud?
Muto.
Muto. A buto.
You puto.
Yes, Muto. I was like, what? I'm like, Derek, who is this? I don't even know. And yeah, I was entertained. Plenty of, I guess I'm not used to your kaiju, battle royales. Oh yeah, I saw a kaiju wrestling. It's like cosplay kaiju wrestling.
Kaiju Big Patel.
Donnie knows.
Oh, shit.
No, I know. I've been aware of that for almost 15 years now.
He's
And
got
that
his
goes
suit
back
in his
to the
closet.
90s.
No, he slaps on the Nacho Libre mask, except he only wears the underwear part. The mask and the underwear. No shirt, no pants. It's great. Olay!
But no, Kaiju Big Patel, I've been aware of them for like 15 years now.
Oh, wow. This is all new to me. This is all new.
Yeah, it goes back to the 90s, actually.
Interesting. But as far as Godzilla 2014 went, I was very happy at the distribution. I really enjoyed the scenes with the sun and everything, and the acting wasn't that great from him, but I like the story. I like how they kind of already existed Godzilla. They knew about it, and it was like, oh shit, he's coming. He's not playing.
I really dug Shin Godzilla. A lot of people don't like that.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Over here.
What, Don?
He doesn't like it.
I'm over here. I don't like Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, I loved it. Jerry Herring too. It was a good movie, I thought. A lot of people.
It's too apocalyptic. It's Evangelion set in a Godzilla universe. The universe is all dead.
Yeah. I liked how Godzilla got his powers, so it's cool. And evolved.
Yeah, the concept of all the action stuff in there is awesome. I don't like the setup behind it. It feels like it's a different universe than what a Godzilla movie typically is. And I'm not into the anime that post-apocalyptic into the world type of anime stuff.
While I was watching Godzilla 2014, I'm sitting there waiting for Millie, Billy, Bob, Ray, Stranger Things to pop out, and then I realized halfway through, wait a minute, she's in the new one.
Yeah. I'm hearing bad things about the new one too. I still want to see it. I don't know.
I've heard. You go, T.
Oh, I was just gonna say, have you ever wondered how much they get paid for cleaning up Godzilla shit in the movie?
Oh man, dude! Like, I want to see what happens next. Like now people know about him, right? So I'm assuming that in the new movie, like, regular civilians know about Godzilla. I don't know how these stories work. You've seen them before, Donnie. So do like eventually humans know about Godzilla, like civilians?
No. Godzilla is treated like he's a hurricane. It's a fact of life.
Force of nature.
Yeah.
I have Godzilla insurance.
Yeah. No. The only shock of the fact is that he chooses then to appear. It's not the shock of him appearing. It's like, oh god, he's here now.
Run.
Yeah, exactly.
So people know of Godzilla.
Oh yeah, no, it's a fact. Like water. The sky is blue, the water's wet. It's like a fact of life. Like it's an unquestioned piece of everyday life.
Dude, they have a Godzilla alarm in every house.
Call Geico.
For real. The red light goes, man, man. Godzilla's attacking the city.
I thought it was Godzilla is coming.
Yep.
Godzilla is coming.
Where's Mothra?
Hey, Martha, how you doing today? Listen, just stay away from my closet and you'll be all right.
Get away from the light, Mothra. Jesus, haven't I told you more than once?
I did
is this like the same thing as Pokemon?
Hey, Don.
What are you doing up?
Did a dog just walk in? Okay, thank God.
Holy shit! He was looking at his crotch. He said,
Dude.
"What are you doing up?" I thought he had
I did too.
I just saw his door open by itself, and then he's looking down.
Donnie crotch.
My dog.
Thank you.
Hi, dog.
No, my dog showed up again.
No, that's all right.
What's wrong? All right.
I just saw your door open with nobody coming in.
She missed you.
Yeah. I know. She's probably scared or something.
Maybe there's a storm coming.
You got the ghost.
Godzilla's fucking coming.
Timmy's in the well. Quick, go and save Timmy.
Timmy.
Oh, it's just Godzilla.
No, she just has nightmares. She's been having them for a couple weeks now, so it's probably
Oh,
what
really?
it is.
About Godzilla come and destroy her city.
All right there, Mr. Berkowitz.
Son of Sam.
Dog comes in.
Hey, Don, I just had a fucking nightmare. The cats are getting me.
You gotta kill people in
Quick.
Queens.
I need some milk.
You can never go to the movie theaters. If you go to the movie theaters, I'm gonna fucking get you.
Because those sticky floors will trap you.
Sticky floors.
Just like flypaper.
Right on.
That's funny.
Beautiful dog.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm checking on you guys spam for a few seconds.
Come in, Commander.
Come in.
Where'd he go?
Come in, Star
He's
Commander.
commencing the door closing.
He just exited the room and his underwear matches his tank top color. Teal.
He'll tell us there's
Oh,
shorts.
God. Yeah, they're shorts. Meanwhile, they have a fucking giant hole in his brajol.
I'm not looking.
I see you got like Wilt Chamberlain underwear. Oh, that's his hair.
Oh, my own Zangief. Relax. Oh, Donnie.
Averting my
Donnie.
eyes.
We love you, Don.
Here he comes.
Yeah, I'm
There
back.
it
She's back asleep. At least
Okay.
laying down again.
Ah,
She's laying down again.
I told her, 5-second lullaby.
No, she just likes to lay down and like have me like pet her for a few seconds.
So
But I
tender.
can't do it for very long, or else she gets like really like agitated.
Mm.
It's just like a few like calming strokes, and then she lays down.
Oh, I think we could start a new podcast where we talk about dogs and how to train them.
Donnie's the dog whisperer.
Why?
The new movie.
Daddy
Why have-
man.
I have taught her to bring in groceries from when we go grocery shopping.
You don't take the dog grocery shopping, I hope.
Bro, it's like in midnight.
No.
It's like in midnight, Bill. He's fucking
I
stealing
trained her-
groceries with the dog.
No, I train her to bring the groceries from the garage into the house.
Oh, okay, good. I hate those people who fucking insist on bringing an animal into a fucking food supermarket.
Yo, back in the day, I had to
Yeah,
go
no,
up
I-
3 flights of stairs with the groceries. I could have used your dog.
Yeah.
Thank you. Holy
Especially-
shit. Hey, Fido, bring those fucking groceries up and I'll give you a treat.
Heck, can I borrow your dog?
No, that's awesome.
I love dogs.
Yeah.
Now he trains Godzilla's dog.
Godzuki.
He trains him to clean up his own shit.
He made a gaddookie.
Yeah, a big Gaduki.
Only shit in the ocean, Godzilla. Don't bring that shit on the city.
Make it to go to America.
Shit on America.
Oh, man. Nothing like a good old shit on America.
Oh shit! You know what I just realized?
What?
The Japanese have Godzilla. He's like a Japanese hero.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have anything. They say King Kong, right? But
Bro,
whoa,
we
where
have,
did we
we
get?
have Nathan's hot dogs. What are you
Yeah,
fucking
but
crazy?
where did we get King Kong? We shipped him over from Africa.
South Pacific. was close enough.
Reparations for King Kong.
Just saying.
What do you got a thesis coming on? He's gonna write the paper about
That's not right.
cultural
man.
inappropriation on
Yeah.
the
Just give him some
film
bananas. He'll be
circuit
okay.
of Godzilla and King Kong.
Every once in a while, I'll
Seriously,
throw
man.
him a check. He'll be
We
fine.
brought him here on a boat from Africa, right? That's not
South
cool.
Pacific.
Oh, South Pacific.
South-
Still
South
not
South
cool.
Pacific, but close enough.
King Kong's our
Yeah, so-
slave.
Yeah, South Pacific, but close enough.
My point is, all
That
right.
he's gonna roll around in a loincloth. That's what he's gonna
He's
do.
on the next episode of Roots.
Amistad, King Kong.
And the listeners just started to fade out again.
Yeah, we lost every Patreon.
Everybody's
At least
gone
we
now.
lasted about 15-20 minutes this time.
Yeah.
Not like 1 second into the
Right to the racist jokes.
And we're
quick
demonetized.
And demonetized.
Man, it's a good thing we're on Jason Lloyd's network. We'll be all
Right,
right,
right.
guys.
Somebody call our half Asian lawyer.
Highly inappropriate.
Oh, hey Don, you got some antipasto?
Yeah.
Oh, Don,
actually, I
tell the listeners about your new attire.
yeah. For those of you watching on YouTube, I got myself a brand new tank top, fresh out of the box.
Box.
It comes in a box.
That's
No, I-
fancy.
He gets a gift wrap from his dog.
That's a fancy tank top store.
I
I
got
want to
it.
live in the city with a fancy tank top store.
He wears
Schmaltz of the Month Club.
No, I got it from a friend of mine. So,
Cool.
yeah,
Wait.
he bought. Yeah, it was a delayed Christmas.
one of your buddies bought you a new tank top,
Yeah, it was a guy
and
from
it wasn't
work.
one of us. So they know about your infatuation for the tanks.
No, it's a guy from work. So shout out to Justin who's listening. Yeah,
Go,
he was.
Justin.
He was listening to our show at work because he found out 'cause he just showed up and started working there a few weeks ago. So he's going around meeting all the new people. So I said, hey, I do a horror podcast, and I gave him a few episodes, and he's starting to get into it. So he got me like a belated Christmas gift.
Justin. Thanks.
Way to
man.
go, Justin.
Justin, show up with a shark fin. You're gonna get a raise.
Justin, you live in California. Send me the pot.
then
all
then
right?
the next week, show up with 2 shark heads on your shoulder.
Then 4.
then 4.
6.
If you make
I
it to
haven't-
6, Donnie's gonna lose it.
Yeah, I didn't give him one of the Sharknado joke episodes yet, but
Justin, did you buy him the matching underwears too? Because the color grows nicely.
Only Joey.
It's very cute.
It's
I
very
like it.
cute.
And a little orange flower on your tip. What color is it? Orange? I can see.
the sunset.
A little
Oh,
orange flower.
Oh, I like that. Is
The only thing to be
Sunset.
complete is a shark in the distance.
that a little flamingo in it? Oh no, it's
Yeah.
script writing.
Yeah.
What does that say?
No,
Florida?
it says
Florida.
California.
This is Florida.
In case he forgets that he's in America, California, United States. Oh man.
Where am I? Look down.
Look at my titty. Oh, I'm in California. Okay.
No,
Name of the
it says Jamaica.
Oh,
It's Jamaica.
Oh,
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's hit this.
Oh.
came with a bag of ganja.
Ooh, yeah.
This leads me into my antipasta, actually.
Oh boy.
Hey, Joey.
Oh Billy, how you doing, Cha Cha?
I'm all right. This week, I'm not going to put you through another one of those urban dictionaries. I'm going to have you make one up.
Oh, I
This
like
time,
this.
this is for you, buddy, and it's going to go on there.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Now,
So
I've
wait,
got a
you
question.
tell me a definition, and I give you
Yes,
the name of it?
I'll give you 3 of my suggestions.
Filth
But
bombs.
I want you
Let's call
to
them
come up.
filth bombs. I like that. Filth bombs.
All right, filth bombs. Here we go. Now, would masturbating while smoking weed technically be called what? I've got 3. I got master blazing, I've got weed whacking, and I've got hijacking.
How about toke the yoke?
Toke the yoke.
Or toking and yoking. Or what is it? Oh god, I just had one and I just lost it.
Maybe the listeners can give us a hand too. Make a poll.
I know I just had a good one.
You could call it green sherbet.
Green sherbet.
Oh god, this is gonna kill me. I had one and I can't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's just as soon as you said weed whacking. I had one. I had a play on that, and then all of a sudden, I said something else, and then I lost what it was. It's gonna kill me. I can't remember now.
It'll come to you. We got a couple hours.
I am an avid masturbator, so I wonder what it would be like. Oddball masturbator. Let me give it a try here. Maybe I can do this.
I like hijacking.
I just got a PM.
Master.
Oh,
How'd you know? I'm a
Master
mind reader.
Oh,
No,
you thought of it.
Master Bloodsing.
Master Blunsing.
Master
Master
Bluntsing.
Master Bluntsing.
All right.
That's what it was. I knew I was gonna remember.
All right. So we got Master Bluntsing.
How about this, Bill? How about what do you
What
call when you oh fuck, I forgot what it was. I was gonna say, what do you call when you smoke weed and put your thumb up your ass?
Banging the bong.
Token the yoke.
No, I was gonna say the grassy something.
The
Grassy nose.
The grassy springtime. The
The
flowers.
grassy hole. I don't know.
Hold on. The
That's
grassy,
Call Don's ass. The grassy
auger.
That's better than the greasy hole.
hole. Oh, that's Bill's ass.
The happy fun hole.
The happy fun hole.
Oh, that's D's ass. Oh boy.
Shoving a thumb up your ass.
I'm on a roll tonight.
Hairy hole.
That's definitely not my ass. I got no hair. Actually, I developed some chest hairs apparently. So I go to the beach this summer and I'm just like, oh wow, look at this. I'm like, anything to take my shirt off on the show. I got a couple of chest hairs there now. Look, you could probably pull it and see it.
Oh yeah.
People
Look, you see that? Look at that.
Yeah.
You can't see them, but
Please.
you can tell the skin.
What'd you get for your 13th birthday last week?
Well, that's where my asshole comes into play.
A thumb up the ass.
Most people develop allergies when they get older. Joey develops chest hair.
Hey, I'll take it.
I'm going to be 35 this year. I got like 4
35.
underarm hairs. I got 3.5 ball hairs. Absolutely nothing on my head. We know that already. And I'm coming.
Whereas I can't get rid of
It's because like a fucking chia pet.
I know I can't get them fast enough.
Dude, we should make horror mafia chia pets, and it's God's beautiful head.
I would
and
have to have
chest
Ivy hair.
with the top like shoulders like this, like nipple, like right above the nipples, so you get the tank top.
No. Yeah, you gotta put the chia seeds on the Donnie tank top hair.
Yeah, you gotta smooth it all over them.
Then you can't call it chia. You call it yeah.
Gazooks.
Oh man. the Donnie.
So yeah, my vote's for weed whacking. No, not weed whacking. The other one. What was it?
Hijack.
Hijacking. Yeah, I like hijacking.
Oh, what about kaiju hijack?
We're gonna make up our own fucking urban dictionary, man. Come on, you gotta think of something good. All right, we'll throw that poll out for the listeners too. How about that?
You just got to remember what they were.
I am. What was yours?
Or
Again?
better yet, Master Bluntsing.
Master Bluntsing. Let me write that.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I can do a little self promotion. I did a special guest appearance on a friend of ours. We went on with Gary Hill for Cinema Beef and did 2 Asian action movies.
Oh,
I
Gary
did.
Porkchops.
Yeah,
Gary
I did.
pork chops. What?
Gary Porkchops.
Yeah, I did. Yes, Madam, and the Jackie Chan film Wheels on Meals.
Yay! I love Wheels on Meals,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, the movie's awesome.
Yeah. It's nothing like getting that nice frozen dinner delivered to the house.
Yeah. What was it called here?
Wheels on Meals.
Oh, was it? I thought it was under a different name.
No, Meals on Wheels.
Yeah, I know.
Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels. in Japan.
Wheels. No,
Wheels on
Wheels.
Wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, the reason for that it got cut out of the final episode is that the distributor had a ring of bad luck naming their movies with M, so they switched it to Wheels.
Right.
The original title was Meals on Wheels. It makes sense.
They changed to Wheels on Meals.
They changed it to Wheels because they had bad luck with movie titles that started with M.
But I thought they changed the name here for something else because it was too crazy.
No, I've got the VHS. It says Wheels on Meals.
Dude, I did too. I had the Chinese bootleg VHS actually.
Well, I got the official one here, so
nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. What is it? I don't even know. What are we talking about? Food?
Everyone was kung fu fighting.
Oh, what's going on? What's going down? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to. One more thing I wanted to mention. Don, you live in the Southern California area. I don't know if you frequent the pornography very much, but I watched the new documentary on Showtime since now that I live here in this this is the basement, but my mother-in-law was like, I got cable box. Pretty nice. Porndemic on Showtime.
Porndemic.
I'm exploding birds.
Is that the porno parody of Birdemic?
No, that was Street Trash with the flying dildo.
So let's make Pornado.
Oh, that's awesome. No, but this is like a serious documentary. It was about how HIV hit the porn industry. You probably know these people, Bill. You were very into porn in the 90s.
Yeah.
What the fuck was his name? I can't remember. But anyway, it was a very, very interesting documentary.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. John Holmes.
No, that was the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, but he gave it in the 80s.
No, this was
Peter North.
No, isn't he still going?
I have no idea.
No,
I haven't seen porn since like 2000.
You haven't seen porn since 2000.
Yeah. Yeah. I broke up with the stripper in 2000, the last time I saw it.
Oh, this was her name, one of the women, Trisha Devereaux.
Don't know her. Huh.
She was anyway, they did a whole thing to figure out who it was, and long story short, it's just crazy how it shows you how business, everything's fucked up. Pretty fucked up. And the people who fight for it, all this kind of craziness, and it made you really be like, wow,
Well, on the Horror Mafia, we talk about porn, kaiju, and Jackie Chan.
It's fucking anti-pos,
Now we're gonna have taxi cab confessions.
Oh, this is the guy, Mark Wallace.
I think you say Mark Wahlberg.
I've definitely seen him in old ass pornos before.
Well, the name does sound
familiar.
familiar.
If you see him, you would know him. I guarantee.
Yeah, no, I know the name actually. Mark
see his
Wallace,
face or see his pecker?
Anyway, for people who do, because we do have listeners that do like pornography, J-Mac. This is definitely a documentary that'd be right up your alley. I'm telling you.
Cool.
Also, the other James, my buddy, who chimed in on the last episode, he likes porn too. He actually, I think, watched a piece of it. But anyway, yeah, Porndemic. It's on Showtime.
Cool. If only I had Showtime.
You have Cody.
Hey.
Oh, easy man. Oh, and then we have another thing. We had a special message from one of our new Patreons, Dave Parker.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's it say?
All right. I wish that Bill was reading it so he could give the voice, but I'll do the voice for Dave.
I could do it if you send me the email.
Here, I'll send it to you real quick. It'll take.
Isn't it in the chat?
Is it in the
definitely in the chat?
Here it is. I see it.
Yeah, it's in the Horror
All right.
email.
Dave Parker sent you a message. It says, "Hey, I know you guys were on a hiatus, and I'm not sure if you guys are still doing the quarterly Patreon, but if you are, I'd love to request The Brood by David Cronenberg for my quarterly pick. I think that Joey would dive into it. Would love to hear or see if Bill still doesn't care for it. And I have no idea what Don and T would think. I remember you guys brought it up on a show previously.
That's Dave Parker's voice.
I guess.
It's a radio.
He just read it. He just fucking read it. I thought I was gonna get like a.
Oh, you want a voice? No. Oh.
Hey,
It's hard.
I
I actually heard the guy on he has a podcast. I mean, a show on YouTube. So I don't want to. All right, hold on. Let me think of something different. Dave Parker. He sounds like this, and I know from experience. Hey, I know you guys are on hiatus, and I'm not sure if you guys are still doing the quarter Patreon. But if you are, I'd love to request The Brood by David Cronenberg for my quarterly pick. I think that Dave is me, and I think that Joey would dive into it. I would love to see if Bill still doesn't care for it. And I have no idea at all what Don and T would think.
Was he an old Jewish man?
I remember you guys brought it up on a show previously.
Dave,
After shit.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Thank you. I think we will tackle The Brood. John gave his thoughts. It was like 2 words.
No thanks.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
Oh,
Never seen it. First time watch.
I know.
Yeah, ditto.
Whoops.
Well, actually, I should say that only because I heard of it only a few years ago. I had never heard of it until maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So can't hunt down a movie I've
Is it
never
horrible
heard
of
of.
me to think that those kids all look like the little girl from Poltergeist? You know who I'm talking about? Heather O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Like all those.
I've never seen it.
I know. I'm
Tell
talking to Joey.
Wait, is that the lady who does the traffic on Channel 7 News in the morning?
No. The girl who died in the Poltergeist movies,
Yeah.
that little kid with the blonde hair.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I see her when I see those like deformed kids. I don't know why.
Well, face melt.
We'll have to see it again.
Sounds like an episode of X-Files.
Yeah. well,
All
tune in for another episode of Horror Mafia, where
right.
it compares monsters to dead child actors.
All right there, Dave. Dave, thank you. We're gonna cover The Brood next episode, I
You
think.
got it, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Sweet. And all right, I think we offended enough people. Anything else you guys want to drop on this Anti-Paz?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I forgot to offend someone. Hold on. I'm joking.
Everybody with hemorrhoids.
Where's Mike Merriman tonight?
Yeah.
He's an easy offender.
No, I love Mike. It's
Of course, this is all in fun. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No,
If you're listening to
only-
the show, you already know that. And if not, and you don't know that, well,
you just found out.
Go fuck Ed's dog.
then you obviously don't frequent the Urban Dictionary.
go fuck your dog. No, you go fuck my dog.
We are about to cover Street Trash in a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why I said
If that offended you, you better hit the fucking bricks.
that.
Well, there is one thing I wanted to bring up, and this is based on a conversation that spawned from our group page, where
Oh, yeah.
one of our listeners was watching Cam, and everybody was bitching me out for giving the film 2 different ratings.
Yep.
So
Okay, we're going to be on the Anti-Paz. Well, let's take a break and then we'll come back with that for half an hour.
I haven't seen it, so I have no say.
Ken's good.
Well, I've heard
Yep.
that.
Loved it.
So you want to take a break now, or
No, I was just joking. No, let's do this. What are you kidding?
Ken, you got anything?
Nah.
I'm just saying I've got 2 different ratings for the film. If you want to call it a horror film, I call it 3 out of 10. If you want to call it a thriller, I call it 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
That's my thing.
I'm giving you the new tank top a 4 out of 10. I'm joking.
Well, okay, so wait, just to refresh my memory and explain a little clearer to the listeners, what was the argument then? That
I don't think it's a horror film.
Right. Yeah, he thinks it's more of a thriller from the 90s type than a horror.
I don't see it as horror. I don't think it crosses the line into being horror. And if you think it does, I don't see it, but it's an incredibly awful one if it is. If it's a thriller, I really like it. There's a lot I enjoy about it.
You know, the girl who made that,
that's how I'm confused.
It stars Michael Jackson.
What? Cam Boys.
Cam Boys, baby, yeah.
You said it was a thriller.
Oh, thriller. I get it.
It's my bad joke. One of many. Listen up.
But I understand what he's saying. It's not really like a horror movie, but I don't know. I disagree. I think it is a horror movie, but not as horrifying as what we've been seeing lately with like, it's not Hereditary, The Witch. It's not House of Jack built. It's
not even. I mean, not even like that. It's not even like that. I mean, I don't really remember much about it. I mean,
well, no, I know what you mean. You know who the killer is or what's going on.
Well, there is no killer. There's nothing.
I don't want to do too much. I
know, but there's not even any horrific action at all in the movie.
Right.
There is
an antagonist. I will say that.
Yeah, but it's not like it's a killer or like a malicious entity or anything.
I know what you mean.
I mean, I know it would be a lot easier to do a show and explain it in detail.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Because I mean, trying to dance around it without spoilers for T, but
there's a camera that goes around killing cam girls.
No,
I'm just
no, that's
just kidding. It's a killer camera.
No.
Oh. That would be cool.
No, it comes to
no, that's Girl House.
That's
a film called Girl House.
Girl House rocks. That's a horror movie.
Girl House is awesome. I love that movie. Yeah.
Me too.
Camera grows arms. Gets a knife from the kitchen.
No.
Makes a sandwich.
This is more cerebral. I think Joey would like Cam.
It's a Black Mirror episode.
What do you mean? I love Cam. It was number 7 on my top 15 of 20.
Good, you have seen it. Nice.
Yeah, I'm the only one who hasn't seen
it. Awesome. I love it. I think it's great. It's a horror movie, I believe.
I think so too.
I'm just really confused about the 2 rating aspect that Don's.
Well, I know that there's a lot of that, is it horror argument that goes on in the genre. Is It Comes at Night a horror film? Is what was that other one? The one by the director
Green Room.
Green Room.
No, the other. Not that one. The one with, the Greek director.
Oh, the Sacred Deer. Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah, that one. Is that a horror film? I know. Ghost Story. That was another one about whether or not
Ghost Story. Fred Astaire.
No, the new one, the one with the Casey
Affleck. Ghost.
Yeah. That movie.
That slow movie.
No, I don't think that's a horror movie.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot of that, that argument of, is it horror? Right. I know that Cam's part of that as well. I've been in several groups that are like that.
Dave Minamini. So
I know that.
I am the pretty thing that lives in this house.
Oh, stop.
Oh boy.
No, that's another one too. I've heard that one is it horror?
Boring.
So yeah, I know Cam's part of that. So
really, I never heard that, but I see it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm just saying is that I see it as a thriller.
Okay.
And I see it as a really good thriller. If you want me to look at it as a horror film, I think it is severely lacking. And that's the thing. What makes it a good thriller makes it a bad horror film. So it's just one of those. I mean, I know. Probably
I am actually batshit confused.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said earlier.
I can watch the film and be like, as this movie, it's that. As that movie, it's this. I mean, the line is so fine. I mean,
Well,
I agree.
it's just confusing. It's just very confusing. I don't understand, and it's not being clarified. Like, why do you separate them, and what is the classifications for the separation?
Well, I gave the classification. I look at it as having 3 elements. A horror film needs 3 elements. And if it has 2 of them, it's not a horror film. If it has all 3, then it is a horror film. So it's one of those where it has to hit all 3 in order to qualify as a horror film. If it doesn't hit all 3, then it doesn't count, no matter how many of the other variables it hits.
I'm curious to hear Don's 3 rules.
Okay, number 1, there needs to be a macabre thread in the film.
Okay.
There needs to be action scenes that reinforce the macabre threat. And I don't mean action scenes like, typical Hollywood shootout. I mean activity.
Trying to murder someone. Yeah, I got you.
No, I mean action as activity.
Right, I get it.
So things happening. That's what I use it as.
Or even like the killer calling in When a Stranger Calls is action. Okay.
Right, yeah. So like I mean action in the sense of activity.
Right.
And then the third one is those action scenes have to be done with intent.
Okay.
They have to intently be done in that manner.
So by those 3 rules, Cabin Fever is not a horror movie.
Yeah, there is. Macabre thread, a flesh-eating virus.
Uh-huh.
Action scenes that do that. People visibly shown melting down.
And the last one?
The intent of it, all the scenes are designed to creep you out. You feel
intent by the filmmaker. I
don't understand, but Cam has the same thing.
Because I'm saying in Cabin Fever, the disease doesn't kill anybody in the movie.
No.
That's the irony. That's the joke.
Right, I know, yeah. But it's the intent of the scenes behind intent of the scenes behind.
Okay. I thought you meant intent of the antagonist trying to kill somebody.
How does Cam not fit those qualifications?
I agree. To
do that, I'm gonna have to spoil it, and T
hasn't
seen it.
Not now. No.
I'll take my headphones off.
No, it's all right. We'll review the movie.
As I'm saying, I'd love to review the movie to explain more, but I mean, it's one of those. I mean, we're already going on long enough as it is.
Yeah, we had a movie to review.
So, I mean, that's another thing that I know I want.
This is a cliffhanger now.
So yeah,
but it's 11. I gotta be up early. Come on.
Yeah. So it's one of those where I'd love to go in, but 1, T hasn't seen it, and 2, we've got a movie to review. So
I'm behind.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll discuss.
So yeah, it'll be one for a future episode.
Sounds good.
Oh. Any last minute tidbits?
Nope.
Nope.
Bada bing, bada boom. Cue the music. Nope, not Sopranos. Play
not Sopranos. What are we gonna hear? I can't wait to hear this song.
Well, let's find out. So we take a little break and come back with our movie of the evening, 1987 Street Trash.
Street Trash!
Trash America! Oh, all right, let me go pee. Be right back.
Oh, yeah. Juicy pus.
That was good. Yeah, sorry about the dog. Usually she's much better, but
fine.
It happens.
Yeah, I know. Just for some reason, like the last few weeks, she's been having like nightmares. No matter what time I put her down, it's always like 20, 30 minutes later, she's waking up, and it's like you hear her like she acts like she's running, but then she kind of just wakes up and she's like whimpering. It's not like she's having like pleasant dreams. It's always like just it's she like wakes up and she just starts whimpering and she just wants to like be near me. And then it's like you can just like lay down with her and just pet her for a few times and she'll like go back to sleep.
Maybe she has some crazy weed in her dog food. Crazy doggy drugs.
Well, no. I mean, I switched her to a new brand like late last year because she moved up. She's like 3rd year now. Yeah. So they she's 3 years old.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So yeah,
this weekend.
I moved her to like an adult brand, not like a puppy brand.
Right.
So, but I mean, that was like late last year. I don't know why it would start affecting her now. If
Oh.
if it was a change in food, I would think it would show up earlier than this.
Well, maybe they changed the ingredients. I don't know.
Maybe I'll have to take a look. But I mean, I haven't like looked at it since I bought it. So I mean, I just like buy the same generic brand.
Right. Sometimes they change the ingredients and stuff, and they don't really tell you.
What, in crack?
No, in dog food. These doggies
I'm
having
joking.
nightmares.
Yeah,
I was gonna say if she was on medication, maybe that's.
I mean, you know, the traditional flea and tick medication.
Yeah.
Flea and dick? What?
The traditional like flea and tick medications.
You ready?
No, hold on. Empty the ashtray.
Oh, that's what you're doing. I was like, why did you do that? Oh, don't even do that, Joey.
I just got wicked tired.
He's yawning.
Yeah.
Like, don't even.
Hour. All right. All right. Now remember, I got a story for this movie.
Yes.
Here we go.
And we are back. Our feature film of the evening, 1987 Street Trash.
It was a beautiful year, 1984, when this was filmed. Flash forward 3 years later, it's released. And here's off the DV. A liquor store owner sells alcoholic beverages to homeless people, unaware of what the bottles actually contain. Toxic brew.
Sound like you forgot.
Pork chops and
Sound like he
applesauce.
forgot to put his teeth in.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All
right.
So,
Wow. That's
so,
wow. Oof. Me and you. Wow.
so I forget. Did we do this because it was on Joe Bob or?
Yeah, it was on Joe Bob. We've been talking about it. And we just did it, you know, because of that, I guess.
Yeah.
No one really talks about this film either. So.
No, not really. I haven't heard anybody.
Everyone loves it, but no one discusses it.
Right.
I'm thinking Joey needs to go first with first impressions.
Oh. Wow. Okay, so you know, I've always heard about this movie. I was definitely expecting what it gave me. Like I was envisioning gooey colorfulness from the minimal images that I've seen in the cover, and that's what I got. It was absolutely batshit crazy. But the thing about this movie is it was done so well, and it was done in a way where all the pieces fell together. The fact that, you know, some of these actors were not nowhere near a classically trained actor. Most of them, their only roles ever.
Yeah.
It just was so organic, and especially at the time, like there's, you know, the scene where all the bums rush the window to wash it. Like I remember when I was a kid that happening all the time. So like not only that, but the location, the junkyard, I passed that shit a million times. My aunt lives like a mile away from there. I worked at a hospital for 9 years, a mile away from there. The smell of that creek, the smell right over there, I'll never forget it. It smells horrifying.
Yeah. Sour and
so when I watched this, I didn't know that it took place in New York City like that, especially in locales that I'm extremely familiar with. So it really touched close to home a lot. I mean, so you have an element of absolute shit show schlock, which, as the listeners know, that's I only like that stuff to a degree. And here it's done so well. The cinematography, amazing, phenomenal. The colorfulness. I mean, I was like, this is so weird, but like everybody has their own unique color when they die and everything. It's truly, I had to watch it twice. I was truly fascinated by this absolute piece of shit. Like I said, I think this was, lightning in a bottle. It was one, these were film school students. So, nobody was super duper pro here, right? The teacher wasn't even crazy experienced himself. He only had done so much. And, most of the people didn't go on to have successful acting careers. Probably Larry Boy Parisi is the biggest one, right? But people did go on to have, and it's funny, right? The director, James M. Murrow, I believe Joe Bob said he became one of the biggest cinematographers ever.
Yeah.
And
this movie's budget was what, 800,000?
I think
was
that's
spent mostly on the Steadicam. Yeah,
500.
No, 800. And
the says 5, but anywho, whatever. Yeah, he spent the most on Steadicam, and it paid off.
Yes,
it was
did.
huge.
So the director of this movie went on to do cinematography for what other movies, Joe?
Oh man, forget about it.
Casino,
Heat,
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Part 8.
Titanic.
Tons of stuff.
Lots of good movies. Well, not Jason Takes Manhattan.
Other non-horror movies, JFK, Few Good Men. What we just covered on Slice and Dice, Falling Down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
True Lies.
Oof.
One of my favorite teen movies, Clueless. Heat, which we've covered.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of movies. He was the Steadicam operator, camera operator, cinematographer. I mean, it's just...
And he directed this movie, right?
Yeah, and he did not direct any other movies, I believe.
And he's a born-again Christian, too.
Oh, wow.
He won't make another horror movie, I guarantee it.
He directed one episode of Shameless and some episodes of that show Southland, and then a couple one-offs on random shows I never even heard of. So, I mean, he has a couple of director credits as far as television, but the only feature film was Street Trash, which was based off of his 10-minute short.
Yep. Film school.
Yep.
It was supposed to be his thesis, but it wasn't accepted.
Aww.
Now it is an iconic cult film.
Now, who's laughing all the way to the bank?
He is.
That Steadicam from Street Trash made him billions of dollars.
Yeah, my
Academy Award-winning movies.
So sorry, I was totally on a ridiculous tangent all over the place. But initial thoughts on the film: capital W, capital O, capital W. Wow, in good and in bad.
Yeah.
All right, T.
I heard of Street Trash before, and the only part I saw was the cover of the VHS.
And you worked at a video store.
Yeah.
And did you see this cover of this box?
Yeah.
And you never rented it?
No, I just never did.
Wow.
I don't know why. It was pretty, even though there's a guy's melted head in a toilet, but
oh, it's like melted crayon.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something alluring about it, right?
Yeah. I would always look at it and go, I should rent that. And then some other movie I really wanted to see would come out and I'd rent that instead.
Titanic.
No, I've never
same guy.
watched that whole fucking movie. When she wouldn't let Jack on the door, I said, fuck you, bitch, I'm done. I just watched it tonight and
Titanic?
No! Street Trash. Ugh. Titanic. Puh.
I like Titanic.
It's right there with Avatar.
Never saw that.
I unfortunately did. But anyway, before I digress. But we were watching it, and Freddie's leaning up in the beginning. Freddie's leaning up against that trash can, and Bill yells, "Torgo!"
Oh,
So that's my.
And then I said, "Here's our hero, folks."
I was expecting to get up and have bow legs.
Yes, master.
that movie.
Fucking
Well, he
Torgo.
kind of walked like, he ran like that when he was trying to get
Hide
behind
him.
Yeah, like,
His own
maybe it is
movie.
Torgo. He moved.
We said Torgo needed his own movie, right?
That's it. Fan fiction. Torgo became a bum in New York City.
He moved. He moved. He said, "Fuck you, Manos." I almost said Manthos.
Man thighs.
Manos!
Mentos freshener.
Do-do-do-do.
Even though I saw the cover of the VHS and stuff, for some reason I still thought everybody was going to be a red ooey gooey mess, but not everybody was. So I was surprised by that. I was like, oh, okay. They like a melted crayon with Skittles or something. But I was really surprised how much I enjoyed it.
All right, Bill.
Oh, me before you? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I first saw this on video back in the 80s when it first came out. 87? And I, at the time, really loved it so much that I copied it onto a blank VHS and I watched it like once a month. So, yeah. I've got a story to tell later, not right now, but later on, which really connects to it. So I really enjoyed this back then. On a rewatch tonight, I was like, oh, wow. Ooh. Does this hold up? Ooh, not really, but a lot of the, I want to say direction, but all right, I won't say direction, but cinematography was amazing.
Yes.
Especially the part where Torgo, Freddy, was in the back of the garbage truck and he's getting out just in time. Dude, that's fucking dangerous no matter what.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's crazy.
some things I noticed that I never saw before and I really enjoyed. Most of it, I said, holy crap, this is garbage. So that's my first impression on another rewatch.
Donnie?
All right. Yeah, my initial thoughts. This was one of the earliest films I watched. I saw this like early 2000s, probably. And I remember really liking it back then. But for some reason, I had always confused it with Society. I had always...
Dude, no, that's perfectly okay. You know why?
Yeah.
This is the movie I always confused with Blood Beach. For some reason, in Blood Beach, I always thought that, remember the rapist in Blood Beach got his dick bitten off by the creature? For some reason, I thought they were like kids throwing his dick around. No, it was this movie with throwing the dick around.
Oh.
So I hear you.
I had confused this with Society, and for the longest time, I had always said that Street Trash was a film that was on my unseen list until probably 2 or 3 years ago when I realized I had them confused, and Society is the movie I haven't seen. So, yeah, on this rewatch, I'm actually kind of in line with you. I realized, wow, this is awful. Yeah, this did not hold up at all. I found it boring for the most part. I didn't really think there was a whole lot of anything interesting going on. And Yeah, okay. The final half hour is great with all the melting stuff, but man, that first hour to get there. So
All right.
yeah,
First
yeah.
of all, how is this not a trauma movie?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
It's
I think
like
it's because
but it's like a
it's
trauma movie done right for me. Like it looks good.
I think
All
it's
right.
because there's no sense of humor in the activities. It's played straight, so there's no like a. I mean, you know, the melting scenes are like ludicrous, but they're not like over the top played for laughs. There's no like demented sense of humor to it. It's almost like too straight for its own good. I think
Oh
like
my.
The
if it
farting
plays
in
it with
space.
well, okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the melting effects. Like if they were like more absurd and outlandish instead of like trying to be like more horrific, then I think it would probably fit more as a trauma film. And like there's the plot's way too dry. There's like no real like
Oh,
goofy action or anything.
oh yeah. I mean the story here is just a fucking you know basis just for them to do all these gags. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the story is, there is a little story here. It's not that there's no story. It's just it's not delved into. It's not. See, I see it as
Yeah.
not being taken serious. Like when like this guy is fucking having necrophilic acts and he's like looking up like, ooh, 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 you know what I mean? Like
For no reason.
I was just like, what the
You know, I
and,
didn't
and
realize until this showing today that was the girl they gang raped.
yes,
They killed her.
dude, I couldn't believe that shit. I was cringing, like, what the fuck? But then when that happened, I was like laughing at that fucking fat trauma guy that was,
The mayor of Tromaville.
yes.
Yep.
It's obviously not a masterpiece. It's not a fucking amazing film in that nature. What it is actually what I find interesting about it is because again, living in New York City at that time,
Yep.
dude, it was like everybody was trying to wipe your windows, trying to ask you for $1. Homeless were rampant.
Yep.
And people, if you lived like they went to, I think the new school. Where'd they go? Do you remember what school they were from? The new school? Is that what it was? Anyway, regardless, they were from film school. They're hanging out.
Oh, you mean that? All right, the filmmakers.
Yeah, the filmmakers.
Oh God, ASU was it? I don't know.
Anyway,
yeah.
Regardless,
not NYT.
No, shit, I forgot what I was saying. And Joe Bob, he's going through his list of driving totals, and he's talking about, gang rape, necrophilia, and all this shit. So I'm like expecting some kind of like crazy, evil Texas Chainsaw sadistic weird kind of necrophilia or something, and it was done totally how I did not imagine it.
Yeah.
So like, watching with Joe Bob probably enhanced it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if I watched it without Joe Bob and didn't know all these different things behind it, would I be looking at it the same? I don't know. That's the one thing I wish I watched it without Joe Bob first.
Why do you think it'd be like more mean of a movie without him? Like it was more, I don't know, racist / sexist / whatever? Or do you mean?
Yeah, kind of, because like, when you hear Joe Bob talking and about like the scene with the chicken in the pants in the grocery store and all the race and everything, it's the actor who is not even a real actor wanted to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. It's not like they're being racist. It's just like how we fuck around too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not it's comedy. Man. It's just comedy. You know what I mean? So, if I didn't watch it with Joe Bob, go taking me hand in hand through it and breaking down, because remember on Joe Bob, he like breaks things down with that driving total, and it kind of like gives spoilers away on like death counts and different kinds of kills and everything. So like, you know, you see that and you're like, what the hell's necrophilia? What? You know?
Cannibalism. What?
Oh man. But just the dialogue, the one-liners in this movie are freaking ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I agree. And that's why my quote was probably the funniest joke in the movie. It was racist as hell, but it was funny. But again, sign of the times, man. It wasn't mean towards anyone. It was just funny.
I'd like to know what you're doing with all that chicken in your pants.
Dude. When he's like, that honky motherfucker.
Oh,
You don't get
the
mad at
the
that.
old
It's
lady.
funny. Yes, her face.
And the doorman, like, dude,
All right,
what did the
gotta bring it up.
doorman?
Frankenhooker.
Frankenhooker, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. His first appearance in a movie.
But, like-
Introducing James Lawrence.
I saw that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
like
Love
what
that
did
guy.
what did Larry Boy Caprese, you know, like they didn't have anything to do with the fucking movie. Like Bronson, like he's a fucking nut job, but like there's no
They had
story.
$800,000. All right. Speaking of Bronson, let me throw some fucking trivia down. Want to hear something fucked up?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Bronson, the actor, his real name is Vic. What is it? Vic Noto.
Vic Nudo.
Noto.
Noto.
He was in an episode of The Sopranos.
Was
Guess what his name was in Sopranos?
What?
Viper.
No way.
I swear to God.
I'm seeing it right here.
Viper in The
Yep.
Sopranos. How cool is that? Tell me that's not on purpose.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I think he was like one of the only actual actors in the
No,
movie.
no. He got the job, 12 days before they shot? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Never saw a script.
No, but he was an actual actor. He'd had a bunch of credits before.
Right, he's done a lot more after,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that dude had no idea what was going on. I love how they show him with his beard off. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I have no idea who he played Sopranos, but his name was Viper.
Viper.
So how come this Viper shit was buried behind a wall, and why does it kill people? What is this?
It's made
Well,
of
it's
That's
like-
exactly. Well, yeah, that's like one of my big issues is that there is no explanation for anything. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, what?
It's just
you
old.
know,
It's like 60 years old. It's,
No,
Well,
that
here's
was-
the thing. Why does it make different reactions to different people? Like, if it was the same thing, shouldn't everybody's reaction to it be similar?
Yeah.
Like, why does the one guy like disintegrate into like his bone mass caving in, and he fits into a toilet?
And one
Yeah,
guy
why-
explodes.
Yeah, one guy like grows to like 2,000 pounds and blows himself up like a balloon,
I agree.
and then another person, like it looks like
one
their
of the
tits are
major
melting.
problems with the movie. Like, but that's the thing. When I was watching it, I wasn't even thinking about that because I was just enjoying the over the topness
Yeah.
of the film. You know, like this was like, all right. So Bill had us watch what National Lampoon's Class Reunion,
Yep.
which is a parody, a comedy horror movie, right?
Yep.
And spoiler alert for an upcoming slice and I don't even think we should fucking do that episode. Good thing I fell asleep on it. That movie sucked so fucking bad. It was done so poorly. Have you ever seen it before, Don?
Never even heard of it.
It's actually
Oh,
the next movie they made after Animal House.
It was horrible. It's so bad that my
Yeah,
mind
I
doesn't even
don't-
know what the point of me was
Right.
saying was.
They tried to
Yeah,
make
I
it
don't
into
know
Animal
the
House.
Well, I don't know the National Lampoon movies. I mean, I only know Animal House and Loaded Weapon.
Gotcha.
So what it is, it's like a class reunion that becomes into a slasher. But the movie right? It's like a parody, you know. You know how National Lampoon is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like Student Bodies, they tried to be like, which was the year before.
which was a movie that was done right of
Oh,
this of that
fucking
nature,
yes, 10 times better. And the fucking director took his name off it.
So
And
okay,
Richard
so now that
Belzer.
was the point. So the point of that was like while I'm watching National Lampoons, I'm like, this is ridiculous, this is stupid, blah 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 blah, nitpicking it. But while I'm watching this, I'm not doing that. Like I could let the nitpicks fly, and you know why? Why is that? You know, again, I think a lot of stuff. You know, remember, I've been in the area, I've lived through the times. It definitely holds a special, you know, whenever you see like the Twin Towers, bro, and you know the old city skyline, it's fucking, you know what I mean? I used to see that shit all the time. So it's
Yeah,
you know,
comforting.
so you know, and again, it's just like same thing when I watch Sopranos. You know, it's just it touches close to home. You know what I'm saying? It's these kinds of things like that. So that I think definitely played an influence. Again, I acknowledge that this is a fucking very shitty movie as far as storytelling goes, right?
Oh yeah.
But again, as a piece of art on the screen, I'm all about that quote unquote low art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know
no,
what
I
I
mean,
mean?
well, I mean, it's like I said, I don't mind it when it's all about the splatter. Like that stuff is the part that keeps my interest. It's just there's like an hour that goes on before anything happens. And that's the part of it that really kind of just tests me because I don't find it interesting.
Right.
And
Like,
I do, I mean, you know, there's like so many subplots, you know, you've got,
right. The cop. Why is he there?
yeah, yeah. And I mean, you know, nobody's realizing that these events are happening. I mean, they're like, this is obviously going on over the course of several days.
Yeah.
Someone needs a
And
new pair of cowboy boots.
What?
That's why the cop is there. One of the bums needed a new pair of cowboy boots.
You have the woman at the shop trying to get raped by the big guy.
Yeah.
And then you have her trying to seduce the young boy, and then they end up getting him. I'm like, what?
Mike, we just
I thought he was like a boy she was nurturing like a
Right.
mom, and now
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
fucking him.
And he's all
Uh,
Oh, you
dirty.
want to see these?
Dude.
Oh.
And the kid hasn't showered in like 20 days, and she's like licking him.
Dude,
Ugh.
these people were so dirty. That shit kept like as the movie goes on, they're getting dirtier and
Yeah.
dirtier. I was
Freddie's-
loving that a little shit like that. It was funny to me, you know.
Freddie's
Worked.
face got cleaner though.
Hmm?
For his close-ups, Freddie's face was cleaner.
Really?
and
Yeah.
his teeth were immaculate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, why is Freddie's face so clean, but the rest of it is not?
just throw some dirt on your face.
Why does he look like? Why does it look like he's got fillers?
Well, because you know the homeless have a good dental plan in New York City.
Torgo takes care of his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a pension from Manos.
Yes, he did. So he moved to
Well, yeah,
that
no,
jump
I
down.
see it. I get you.
You know, it's a fun watch. You know, what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
again.
watch this and you know be like for the show. I'm not gonna analyze the fucking movie. No, I'm just gonna talk about the gags that I found interesting and whatnot. It's not, you know, I it was a movie just to go over the top, like even said it, like a movie to offend everybody and everybody.
Yep.
That's the purpose of making this film.
The short was just a bunch of gore gags. Yeah.
You know, it's not, and that's what it is. It's not meant to be high quality filmmaking in the sense of a cinematic storytelling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like how.
So I guess if I want to rate it like that, I'll give it one rating, and if I want to rate it as a schlock, I'll give it another
I'm gonna rate it for
rating.
colorful and.
What'd you guys think of the effects?
I liked them.
Yeah, I
they're
thought
great.
they were great.
Yeah, I like them melting into the wall when Wizard.
Bill's got a quarrel with something. I could tell because he starts going like this.
Yeah, he's got his jaws moving.
No, I just drank a beer. I'm wiping the beer off my beard.
Oh.
But I do have a story time.
Oh,
Ooh,
I know
with
it.
the effects of this movie.
Yeah.
Want to hear it?
Sure.
All right. Floor is yours.
Well, back in, I'm going to say 1983.
I thought you were going to be Shatner for a minute.
No. 83, right? Young Bill is 14, and I'm hanging out with my friend. I met a guy. Now, let me rephrase that. I met a friend.
Happy Pride Month, Bill.
I met a friend, this guy Dave, through Fangoria magazine. In the back, we used to have like the little, anybody in Spokane, Washington, give me a call. My number is this.
I'll suck your dick for a truth or dare VHS.
For a Klondike.
In Washington, I wouldn't doubt it. Anyway.
Klondike.
In Brentwood, New York, in Long Island, I met a friend, this guy Dave, a little older than me, good guy, and we grew up together, and we used to make these cheapo horror movies on fucking Super 8, and we're hanging out one day, and he still had his ads going, anybody want to like hang out who likes horror movies in New York, and we're hanging out. This girl answered. Her name is Jennifer Aspinall, and she comes over, and me and Dave are making these like crappy fucking horror movies, right? Like we took a one of those washing dishes gloves, and we turned it like with like toilet paper and latex into like a monster hand, and she's coming over with this portfolio of like she's working on a movie. And she's got this full head makeup and life casts, and we're like, whoa, she is way out of our league. So we force her to watch our little stupid shit. And she goes off and makes a little movie called Toxic Avenger. And then she's working on this other movie called Street Trash. So yeah, when Street Trash came out and I saw her name in the end credits, we hung out with her like one day. That was it. She had nothing to do with us afterwards. She's like, oh, these little fucking morons have no idea what they're doing. Holy crap.
Well, she's a film school student.
Yeah, she was right. Film school in New York. And she worked on this movie and Toxic Avenger as a special effects makeup artist. Holy shit. I found that out through Fangoria. Reading the articles, I saw some of the pictures she had showed us that she had on, film. And we're like, holy crap, she's amazing. And Dave's like, yeah, man. And she was like a really pretty girl, blonde hair, young. And she went off and made it big. And yeah. So Jenny Aspinall did these gore effects for this movie.
Nice. So, like I was saying before, with this movie, there's nothing for us to like dig into deeper meanings, find the symbolisms. I mean, I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could stretch something out of my ass. But ultimately, dude, it's just one of those movies that I wish I seen when I was younger, so I could tell my buddies like, "Hey, you want to watch this movie?"
Dude, I did that. I told you I copied the movie on VHS and I'd show my buddies. Nobody could make it past the fucking bathroom scene.
Really?
Yeah, they go to the toilet, except my friend Dave. But yeah.
Oh man,
That scene was cool.
Me too.
If you've never seen this movie, it's on Shudder. I recommend it. Check it out.
Sure.
Fucking batshit crazy. But again, if you're looking for the cinematic storytelling experience, this is not that film.
No.
It wants to be with weird flashbacks from the antagonist to try to validate his bone knife.
I want to give a shout out, by the way. In the flashbacks, right? There's a bunch of like American soldiers and some like Vietnamese vampires or something. And I learned tonight that a buddy of mine on Facebook, whose name is Billy Graham, also known as Half-Breed Billy Graham, wrestler, filmmaker, musician, he plays one of the soldiers in the movie.
No way.
Yep. I was like, holy shit. At the end credits, I'm going, Bill Graham. I said, I wonder if that's my friend Billy Graham. Sure enough, IMDb, yep, it is. So shout out to half-breed Billy Graham.
Yeah, buddy. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's not something that I'm gonna, have to watch all the time. But I had to watch it again. Like, dude, that was fucking crazy. I just needed to watch it without Joe Bob interrupting and stuff because you can get lost. You know what I mean? Not lost meaning I don't know what's going on. Lost in time. Lost. It takes over 2 hours to watch this hour and a half movie with Joe Bob.
And Lost in Space.
And then sometimes he starts talking and going on a tangent. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about anymore.
I wonder if you opened that bottle of Viper.
Ooh. Dude, how ugly was that fucking spine chick? Ugh, it was fucking,
Another one who only did
Bronson's girlfriend.
one acting gig.
Ugh. Even her pussy was like, oh god, dude. Everything about her was
Well, you're supposed to feel that way about
even
bums.
even the Oriental chick in this movie was she looked like a dude. Not my type.
Funny enough, when you say that, I always, for the longest time when I first watched it, I thought that was the Asian chick from Sleepaway Camp 3.
Really? Oh, the new wave hair.
Yeah.
Going on, that's why.
Yeah, I always thought that was the chick from Sleepaway Camp 3.
Yeah. No. Back then, when I was a kid, I was like, oh man, she's hot. Now I'm like, oh god.
Well, he gets to look at her panties, Bronson does at the end.
She didn't have panties.
Well, that's what I mean.
Those yummy, dirty underwear panties. Oh yeah.
Well, she jumped over his head at the end. The Asian.
Yeah, when his head was blown off.
Yeah.
And she jumped over his head. He looks up. His disembodied head's like, and smiles as he dies.
Yeah.
But no, she certainly wasn't a prize. But I don't know. I thought the drunk girl was kind of cute.
Oh, her, yeah.
Yeah. The one they gang raped and killed. Another thing. Wait, before you continue that. How is the main character a good guy? He raped a drunk girl.
No, well, she willingly went with it.
No. Doesn't she thought he was the other guy?
I know, but how did she not know?
Don't matter. He shouldn't be like, oh yeah, I'm him. Let's go fuck.
I know, but
not cool.
Could she tell that he smelled?
Yeah, she kept trying to kiss him. He's like, all right, a guy who hasn't brushed his teeth in like a year is like, I don't want to kiss you. But no, man, that's not cool.
Gave it away.
Yeah, but he was still in the wrong for fucking her.
Yeah, he was, but
because she was wiped out of her mind. But
Billy morality here.
Yeah, man, come on. I don't play that game.
You know what game
what do you
play?
Think? You think you should have fucked her?
I don't know.
No. She was so drunk. She didn't know where she was.
If I was Freddy, the actual character,
right?
A fucking alcoholic bum who wants to, steal and fuck. Yeah, of course I would. Me as a father and husband, that's a, nice guy. No, I wouldn't.
Right. My point is, the only protagonist in the entire film is his little brother.
Oh, he's so cute.
But he's the only one didn't do a damn thing that was bad.
Well, he killed Bronson at the end.
That was good. He killed the bad guy. So yeah. No one's likable except for that kid.
Well, isn't the girl also?
Yeah, and the girl.
No. She was gonna fuck a 13-year-old boy.
He wasn't 13.
Whatever. He said prepubescent. I don't know what age he's supposed to be.
He was definitely not prepubescent.
Well, the character's supposed to be.
Yeah.
The character definitely was supposed to be a young teenager, definitely.
Regardless, not 18. So no, she's not a good person. If she's gonna fuck an underage kid.
Actually, I can't remember because I feel like, oh, she had to take care of him because he could no longer be in the regular system since he's 18 or something.
What was it about? Like, didn't he say he did the backstroke on Dad's balls? What?
Yeah, something like.
What was that about?
Yeah, I think he wasn't born yet.
No, he says. I thought it was.
No,
like,
it sounded like he got like raped by his dad or something.
Oh.
Yeah, like Dad was raping. That's why they ran away.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that line definitely stuck because it's just a one line. That's it.
Right, and they're like, huh?
Bring it up again.
They have parents. Why don't you stay with your parents? Like that.
Well, just like that other cop you never see again after.
Oh, the
Really?
younger guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to him? I don't know.
Yeah, he's told the other guy,
But why was Bill the cop in the movie? Who knows?
I told you the bum needed a new
Need a
pair
new
of
pair of
cowboy boots.
You need some kids.
Now it's the only way they're gonna get him. They had to kill him.
Yeah, this movie could have been shorter.
Joe
Yeah.
Bob shorter.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun though.
No, I love Joe Bob. I do love his insight. But the
I had
movie
fun
didn't
with it.
need the
I was definitely pleased with my viewings.
Oh yeah. But why would you throw a fucking old bum in the middle of a bunch of prostitutes in a van? Come on.
Why
Come
would a
on,
bunch of
man.
bums play catch with a decapitated penis?
Because they're
Again.
bums. I don't know.
All we needed was some Harlem Globetrotter music. It would have really been over the top.
I love when
For
Freddie
yakety
goes,
sex. Yakety sex.
Sweet Georgia Brown.
Yakety sax is better. I love that.
Benny
But when the guy's like, Freddie, in fact, our hero goes, bring him to the free clinic.
And he hitches a ride on the back of the school bus.
With the penis on
in his window.
in his hand. She's looking at it.
I love the fact that you hear the screams of the kids inside.
Yeah, they're looking at it.
The bus appears to put its flashers on
Oh,
just
gosh.
before it crosses the bridge.
But no, the guy who stole the movie is fucking, without a doubt, the fucking doorman.
Yeah.
The guy from Frankenhooker. Oh, man. And Don, I'm sorry if you missed the end credits, but you missed a funny scene, dude.
Yeah.
What happens?
You know the Don, the guy who owns the restaurant?
Larry Boy.
Larry Boy.
Oh, the guy that comes out and berates him.
Yeah, they got him tied up. They're about to kill him.
They have Frankenhooker tied up.
Not
Yeah.
Frankenhooker, but
But
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the guy.
Jeffrey, yeah.
Yeah.
They get him tied up, and he's got two henchmen, mafia guys, about to kill him. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to do this and do this. I'm going to shove my cane down your throat where it comes out your res and all this stuff. And they freaks him. He's like, ooh, what's this? You got, hey, you guys should have frisked him first. You could have had a piece, you know? So he takes the hooch, Viper, and he goes, watch this. And he like drinks it in front of him. And he's like screaming about his balls melting off. And as he's dying, the guy, Frankenhooker, says like, I'm the new Don now. Give me his ring.
quick before it melts.
Before it melts. And give me that fucking cane.
I don't remember it
You didn't
because
see
I
it
saw it. I know I saw it years ago, but I don't remember that.
during the end
Yeah.
credits. It was so funny. It was really good.
Oh, that song.
And then the song, yes, which I hope Joey played during the interlude.
Yeah.
Well, this is the hard part, rating this movie.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's definitely not high as entertaining as it was. You know?
Mm.
I'm going to go with a solid 7 out of 10.
All right. We rate on entertainment value, not on production, right?
Right. Whatever
right.
rating you want.
Right. Hence,
Yeah.
7 out of 10. You know, the story is not amazing, but it was still entertaining. You know, if it was fucking the Godfather storytelling with this kind of splatter, forget about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, whatever rating you can justify to yourself is the rating you
Yeah.
give.
I'll give this a solid 7. I cannot go any higher.
All right.
All right, Bill.
I'm actually a little lower. I'm going 6.25. Only because I loved it when I was young. Watching it again kind of lowered it, but I saw stuff I never saw before. Like the cinematography is fantastic. So I'm going like, would I watch it again? Probably not. So it fucking made me laugh. It made me entertained. So 6 for that and the 0.25 for the cinematography.
All right, team.
I was very entertained by this film. Was expecting worse looking gore, and actually it was kind of pretty.
It's Pride Month gore.
Apparently. I liked how they ooze.
Street Pride.
Right. I like how they ooze different colors, and
Rainbow.
some of them were just plain red and gory, which I like too. But it just threw me off when at first they were all very colorful. It was not what I was expecting. I just not what I expected for this film. I didn't expect to give it as high as I'm going to give it. First, I started with a 7, and then I have to give it a 0.25 for penis football. So 7.25.
Nice.
7.25.
Yeah.
All right.
Quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I love all the gore. I think it's great. I think it's a lot of fun. I love that part of the movie because it's just bonkers and balls to the wall. It's just too boring in the middle. There's just not a lot going on. A lot of loose plot threads that just don't go anywhere. A lot of it feels exactly like what it is. It's a short with elements added to it to pad it out to a feature length. And it's
more than a feature length, dude. On Joe Bob is 2.5 hours.
Don't tell me. It took me 4.5 hours to watch it.
Oh, you need new internets.
Yeah.
Come on, carrier pigeons.
Get in the
Yeah.
hamster cage. Get those hamsters
So
going.
what's the rating?
Yeah, I'm gonna come in right down the middle, 5 on this one.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, it's too good to be sleeping with the fishes, but it's just not all that good. But hey, on the bright side, same exact rating as The Shining.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Shining and the Street.
And
Rat.
here
I
comes
don't
the hate mail.
I was gonna say
we need a Donnie's hate mail bag.
just as good.
The Shining Street
Hey,
there
wait,
is
also, Donnie, there's a lot of nudity. Even dude wanglers wobbling around.
Wrangler.
I was surprised. I didn't remember that much dick when I first saw it.
Or
Because I
pull.
didn't remember that. Well, I remember that, but I'm saying I didn't remember because I remember the rape scene because I know she's fully frontal in that, but I didn't remember the guy in the beginning when he like throws all the people out of the apartment.
Yeah.
All the
Oh,
naked guys
oh,
running down the.
What about the Chinese guy grabbing a lamp?
Why would you?
I got to save my lamp.
I'm almost naked, but I have to save my lamp.
But yeah, no, I didn't remember the naked couple fucking in the apartment running down the fire escape completely naked. I didn't remember.
Maybe
Yeah.
his grandmother's ashes were in the lamp.
Oh.
But
Maybe
yeah,
Will
no,
Smith was in the lamp.
What?
yeah, I'm still calling this.
Maybe Will
Yeah.
Smith was in the lamp.
His wish.
But yeah,
Hey, you want to wish? Hey.
I'm still gonna go 5 out of 10 on this.
All right. On
Right
that,
on.
it's bedtime, people. Right on cue for midnight.
Oh
Yeah.
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 It's a beautiful thing.
So yeah, once again, our next episode is going to be our Patreon selection of The Brood.
Oh yeah.
So look for that, as well as a special surprise or so. We may have something cooking up our sleeves that we're not at liberty to divulge yet, but we're hoping that there may be an extra bonus on the episode. So stay tuned for that.
Excellente, excellente. Until
And
then,
we will see you next time.
Love you all. Thanks for the Patreon, guys.
Thank you.